Welcome to N2 the Chatterverse, where two gents share their 2 cents on pop media. I am Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Bill, and I have 2 rather long questions for you.
Ooh, long questions. Let's bring it on. Let's do it.
Which cost more?
Mm-hmm.
How to Train Your Dragon,
Okay.
or How to Train Your Dragon?
I feel like this is a trick question. But knowing you, I'm going to say the answer obviously is How to Train Your Dragon. Seriously.
You would be correct, except for it was How to Train Your Dragon.
No, seriously?
So, the animated movie,
Yeah.
made 15 years ago,
Yeah.
cost $15 million more.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's
And
interesting.
made almost $150 million less.
Wow.
So adjust that for
inflation. That's a good sign for the live action.
yeah,
Like a
which
very
that's
good
why
sign.
they greenlit the second one so quickly.
Okay.
Now, granted, so they filmed the live action in Ireland,
Right.
and they got tax credits for it.
Okay.
I don't know how many
Right.
or how much money, but
Some.
the fact that $150 million to make that movie,
That's not bad.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Solid franchise to invest in, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that with the success of the first movie, that anyone is in a renegotiation power for their contract for the second movie, or that they at least thought it through a little bit, knowing that they already have at least 3 like How to Train Your Dragon animated movies that they got people ahead of time?
you tend to make more on the second and third.
Gotcha.
I think if anything, I would be hard pressed to see anyone go, I'm going to renegotiate, and I go, okay, we're going to recast.
I mean, I don't know that there's anyone that is truly irreplaceable in that regard. Maybe, and it's a stretch, Gerard Butler. Maybe, because I feel like him being in both is like a huge, like, point.
So where's Ross Marquand when you need him?
Ooh, you're not wrong.
No.
Oh man, you're not wrong at all.
And my second one
Yeah,
is also animation
Okay.
versus live action.
let's go.
If you were me, which would you rather watch? Alien Earth
Mm-hmm.
or revisit the Justice League animated show?
Oh, you definitely revisit Justice League.
Without a doubt. 100%. And you know what? I forget how good that show was.
Oh man, pivotal.
I think this is at least the 4th time I watched it.
Now, are you starting Justice League or Justice League Unlimited?
Oh, you start with the beginning.
Okay, so you're a good one.
Yeah.
You're a good one. Justice League is beyond amazing. Like we already know, and this is such a perfect segue. We already know how great Batman the Animated Series, was.
Yeah.
Without question. And then it opened up the door for Superman, which is, I think, arguably an underrated cartoon experience.
Yeah.
I don't think enough people talk about how good that is. But once you got to Justice League, even skipping over Batman Beyond, Justice League was a hefty storytelling venture because you are redefining what the league looks like from the comics. You are doing things like in terms of representation that the comics didn't do. The comics at the time were rather whitewashed, just be frank.
Yeah.
Having John Stewart be the Green Lantern, huge, absolutely huge. Using, and this kind of becomes a cultural touchstone throughout the rest of the series, that the Thanagarians are all voiced by Hispanic or Latinx voice actors. So they always kind of have like a little flair to them, no matter who is the character. Very cool. Very interesting sort of setup of stories too, because was it that comes out in 2001? I think is a
Sounds about right.
yeah. Using the White Martians as kind of the catalyst for the story when they were just created 1997 with Grant Morrison and Howard Porter. So that's a very quick turnover in terms of adaptation. Like it's a great show. It's a great show. So I'm taking it that you've tapped out of Alien Earth.
I think I'm just going to wait.
Okay.
I think I'm going to wait till they all drop.
That's fair. That's fair.
I didn't have any motivation to watch it again. to go back watch the first one, and then I've heard like it's getting better.
I disagree with that.
Well, in a sci-fi term,
No,
I guess. Not even? Okay.
No. I watched the third episode. I haven't watched the fourth one, and the third one made me mad. Like, it annoyed me. And it's one thing to have like the kid characters and the kid voice.
Yeah.
It's too far now. Like, this is now borderline like let's do a Goonies version of Alien, and you can't put those two things together. Like, I'm yelling at the screen and not in a fun way. I'm like, why are you just stop. Like, it was that kind of level.
There's a fun way to yell at the screen. I think when you yell at the screen, that tells you that there's something wrong.
No. You can, okay, so maybe it's black culture, but like,
no, that's movies. I'm sorry.
Okay,
that's only movies. You're not allowed to do that in the movies.
Yes, that's fair. All right, yeah, because that's you're like, no, don't go in there. Like, that's fun yelling at the screen.
That's crowd participation.
That's true. That is very true.
Otherwise, you're yelling at the TV, which you're basically yelling at yourself.
That's basically where I was.
Yeah.
Like, it was not a good look. I didn't like it. Not a fan of where this currently is going. I need them to do something. But wow, how far did you get in watching Justice League?
Well, apparently I'd at one point in time recently gotten towards the end of the first season, so I just picked up with Vandal Savage. Not bad.
Yeah. That's such a good one.
Yeah.
Vandal Savage is again a great character in that like series, and the way that he pops up is brilliant. I absolutely love Vandal Savage.
And I've always thought this, but I love Michael Rosenbaum as the Flash.
He's so dope. He's so dope.
Well, he may be my third favorite Lex Luthor, but best storyline with Lex Luthor, without a doubt. Okay. Smallville.
I got you.
And third on that list, that's actually pretty good considering, Gene Hackman.
Absolutely. Who's number two?
The voice of
Clancy Brown.
I love Clancy Brown.
Yes. So, speaking of voice actors and their attachment to the entire DCAU, I just realized, and this is so bad on my part, I have moderated for this gentleman a few times. I just realized that Ron Perlman is the voice
of Orion.
No, not Orion. Clayface. I knew he was Orion. I could hear that
in
Batman the Animated Series.
Was he
Clayface? Right.
I don't even remember that.
I totally did not remember that. And looking things up, I was like, wait, that's not right. And I totally watched Feet of Clay, which is like my favorite two-parter. And it has the moment in the second part. It has what I am calling the most terrifying moment of Batman the Animated Series, which is the confrontation during the TV interview thing, like the Oprah style show, right? Mm-hmm. And it's this lady that gets up and is like, why don't you tell them about this? Why don't you tell them about that? Why don't you tell them about me? And he turns into click. Like, it is the scariest thing I think my young mind had ever experienced outside of an actual scary movie.
Yeah.
And that was Ron Perlman, and I did not know it. Absolutely brilliant. I think we should do a showcase on the remaining voice actors from that series alive today, because we've lost quite a few, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But I think that would be an interesting sort of thing to go, can you hear it? Did you know that this person was who voiced this? Because in so many different ways, like Richard Mole, you can hear, like easy, but did not hear Ron as Clayface at all.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And his statement of doing it was like, it was a paycheck. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, what? And he's like, I don't remember doing it. Like, this, I've done so many different jobs over the years. I don't remember doing it. And I'm like, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So speaking of DC goodness, we have the latest of James Gunn's Gods and Monsters piece out now. First episode in Peacemaker season 2. And watching it, you watched it before I did, and you gave me the pivotal clue that this is this new place now of watching the recap. Now you said yourself, and I think it's fun for everyone else to hear this. This isn't something normally you would have watched.
No, recaps I don't, I know what happened.
I watched it. Like, it's cool. However, if you guys haven't seen this one, you need to watch the recap for a very specific reason. And that reason is because it very much so integrates Peacemaker now into this new DCU setup. What was, out of any, if you can recall, like the true moment that you realized that this is now different?
When he mentioned Green Lantern.
Okay.
And
okay.
what was it, magic carpet ride?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, wait.
What? That's not.
Yeah.
That's not right.
That's not. I don't know. When did that happen?
Right. For me, it was definitely when that silhouetted showcase
of
the last movie or the last episode
happened.
And I think that one's so funny because they're still all in silhouette, right?
Yeah.
Like even in the first version, all in silhouette. So it could have been anybody. And the two, right? We saw two specific characters in that one, did we not? I'm trying to remember now. Did we see Aquaman and Flash?
In the first?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So those two characters specifically who we saw are in the new version.
Yeah. Well, but we also saw one that was in silhouette that wasn't there before.
Yes. Meaning, well, only one?
Two. Well, one that's specific to... Oh, no, I think Superman was there before.
I think Superman was there.
Yeah,
Superman was there. Although I do think it is definitely the corn sweat silhouette.
Yeah.
But this time we had Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl, as well as Guy Gardner Green Lantern, which...
Yeah, but they were in the... that's not even what I'm talking about.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Kara.
Oh, that's right. She was on the end. That's right.
And that everyone was making a big deal. We finally got to see Supergirl fly. Like, okay,
I
sure.
forgot that.
Yep.
That's
in ghost
right.
form.
Overall, though, okay, so with this first episode of this new season, was there anything that shocked you from connecting to the last season? Was there some place that it kind of went that you were like, oh, I was not expecting this at all?
I don't think I was expecting everyone to be down in the dumps right off the bat.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, that was the morose feeling. I was like, oh.
I thought that was an interesting turn of events.
Definitely wasn't a natural starting point, I think. I think that it's kind of one that, in a weird sort of way, almost kind of compels you to go back and watch a little bit of the first one, even though they did technically retcon parts of it. But I kind of wanted to go back because everyone was kind of in that down in the dump space.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why are we all feeling so? Wait, I thought this was a good thing, which I think is kind of interesting. Do you think that's like a purposeful push to get people to go back and rewatch, or no?
I didn't think of it that way. Right. I just think that it was just a more interesting start. It was anti Tony Stark.
Very anti Tony Stark. Oh, that's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. I also liked the idea of kind of the categorization of being a superhero versus being a superpowered person, right? Like maybe they're vigilantes, but if they really want to be superheroes, that's something else. And so that piece where we see Chris essentially auditioning was quite hilarious, because it's this idea like all the stuff that he's done before, being a part of the Suicide Squad, none of that actually made him a superhero. He's just a dude with a skill set.
Yep.
How does he become a superhero if that's what he really wants? And that was mad funny. James Gunn can write some good dialogue. Like he's got some good stuff that is quite comedic. That whole exchange with the microphone, I was rolling like the entire time.
It wasn't my favorite part.
No?
No. I could have done without it, actually.
Whoa. Was it too long?
I thought it was way too long.
Okay.
And the whole, how do they not know that he can hear them? That's, I mean, are you that,
not paying attention?
Yeah. If you care that less about someone that you're talking and you can't even tell.
You're not registering
yeah.
with their record. That's fair. That's fair. There was another scene that definitely shocked me watching this first episode. It came almost literally out of nowhere. I was not prepared. Obviously, this isn't a show for kids, like flat out. The first season wasn't either.
No.
But this one, I feel like this ratchets it up a bit. Like, I don't think there was anything as gratuitous in the first season as this one. Am I missing? Like, am I forgetting that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I just think it just proves that James Gunn is a huge fan of The Boys.
And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, watch it and you will get it. I do think that The Boys definitely has an effect on kind of like what you can get away with in that serialized storytelling format. And this one, definitely. I'm curious if there's any like overlap of actors. Like they specifically pulled actors who were extras in The Boys to be extras in this. That would be, if you were an actor and that was kind of like your claim to fame, like you were in 2 very gratuitous scenes of superhero stuff. Like, would you share that? Would that be a part of your IMDb?
I don't know. Do I really want to be orgy guy number 4?
That's my question. Do you want to be orgy guy
I know.
number 4?
I don't want to be orgy guy number 4.
There was a lot of people that you know what? I respect their confidence. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. I don't know if I would be that guy though.
Yeah.
No. Overall, there's folks that I'm glad are back. I don't want to spoil too much. There are people that obviously, due to circumstances, have the opportunity to come back, and I feel like they were so integral to the show that I'm glad that they found a way.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna say it. Robert Patrick, man, like that dude is amazing.
Well, I think one way or the other, he was going to be back anyway.
And that's like I'm glad about that
Yeah.
because I did love him as part of the first season. Like, yes, I didn't love his character because his character is terrible, racist man, but I loved him. His acting is wonderful, and I'm glad that he's back. I can't remember what's his name. Was it Roy? Is his name on The Office? I don't know that
You're
dude's
asking
real
the wrong
name.
person.
I don't know that dude's real name. I feel bad.
I never watched The
You
Office.
didn't watch The Office? You watched The Replacements, though, right? The football movie? Come on.
Oh, like forever ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's in it, and he's awesome in that one. I just can't think of his name.
Yep.
I don't know his name. Yeah. Pam's ex-boyfriend. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's joined the cast, which is, I think, really cool. I really like him as an actor. I always thought that he's got like a really good range of emotion and characterization. Like,
Who is Pam is from The Office?
yeah, she is. That's for the fans listening, not you. I didn't
And
get that.
who's the actress that plays Pam?
Jenna Fisher?
What is Jenna Fisher
What is Jenna Fisher?
in terms of James Gunn?
I don't know.
Wasn't he married to her?
Was he really? Shut up. No. Are you serious? No, yeah, Google that. Google that. Yes, that's Jenna Fisher.
James Gunn.
Shut up.
2000, 2006.
Oh, I did not know that. I had no idea.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And that's what this show is for, guys.
Yeah.
Like we talk pop media and we learn stuff. I did not know that. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. I don't even know where to go with that. Like that's just like that's a good trivia piece though. How did you know that? For someone who didn't watch The Office.
I kind of know who she is.
Okay.
And he always talks about like he was going through a divorce and stuff.
Okay.
And how he had a dog before with his wife.
Got you.
And I think they remain pretty close. They're just not good.
Yeah.
Married.
I got you. No, I respect that. I absolutely respect that. That's cool. Had no idea. That's amazing. I also didn't know she was from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Okay. Big shout out to the Midwest.
Also, we'll explain how Rainn Wilson knows.
It does,
Gunn
actually.
a little bit better. Though they did a movie together called
did.
Super.
But maybe that's even how
that
all kind of happened. So, no, that all makes sense. It's all connected, guys. It's all connected. Speaking of it being all connected, Eagly, man. Love Eagly in this one. And come to find out that Eagly is voiced by voice actor D. Bradley Baker, who I have seen at conventions a bajillion times. And he is like that. He is known for being the guy that voices like just obscure sounds in shows, movies, whatever. I cannot wait to see him at a show again so I can ask, like, what is the motivation of Eagly? Like, how did you decide on how he makes his chirps and sounds? Because it's just kind of fun that he is a known enough voice actor that it is something that he has to be showcased as part of the credits. I think that is so cool and just speaks volumes to what he's done in the entertainment world. That's a piece of credit for him.
I wonder if they remember, because it could just be a paycheck.
Nah, not for D, man. Nah, I refuse to believe that for D.
The guy does like everything.
He really does. He really does.
He's all over the place.
Everywhere.
Was he a voice of BB-8? Because I think there were like 3.
I would not be surprised if he was. That I feel like that is.
I think Hader was one.
David Hader?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. Really?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Interesting.
But I think there were like 3 people that voiced BB-8.
That's in each of the separate movies? Or?
No, I just think at different times.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was, separate movies or not.
BB-8 is complex.
Yeah.
Needs 3 different voices.
Yep.
That's kind of dope. I like that. So, new episode of Peacemaker drops tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that one that you are staying up on episodically, or do you want to wait?
No, I'll watch it every week.
Okay.
Plus, I have to get used to the opening credits because I really like the opening credits.
I did too, and I was kind of let down by this one. Is that weird?
Yeah, I think it's because you're so used to, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Like the dancing's still good. It's
yes.
just I don't like the music.
The song is tonally. I mean, it does set the shift of the very kind of morose setup of things, but do you really want it? Like that's such a good one. This one kind of was like, oh, well, that's not what I was looking for. So I will say this: in the incoming of James Gunn taking over his position within the DC studio setup, I did think that Peacemaker season 1 was on the chopping block in terms of continuity. That he was basically attaching it truly to the Snyderverse and saying like it doesn't count. What I think is interesting is kind of the way, and let me first say, I took that as a high mark for him as a creative, that he was willing to throw out his own story to make this new thing happen. I do think as a creative, I am even more impressed with how he's tried to weave it all together. And I'm wondering if there's anything that might happen in season 2 that will be even more of a weaving together and bring us something kind of interesting. Flat out, what I'm looking for is a cameo by Idris Elba. Do you think that we will get that?
I know that he said that he wanted to bring him back in.
Right.
I could see it happening.
Right.
I just wonder if he had the time to do it.
That's fair.
I'm more interested if they're actually going to bring back Amanda Waller.
As someone who is kind of like the hidden boogeyman of everything, I would hope so. Like, I mean, she's amazing. And without question, she is kind of like the perfect like catalyst for behind the scenes machinations all the time. So I totally would love for her to come back. I think they should, and they better not recast, because we'll fight everybody. She's too important.
I read somewhere that Cavill wants to come back.
I mean, okay.
As Batman.
Oh.
I like the idea. I don't know if I like the casting.
It's an interesting idea. I don't know that I like the casting either.
I would like him to come back as something.
Yeah. Anything in particular?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
I think it would be hilarious if he came back as Kilowog.
Now, I have my reasons why I think that's funny. I want to hear your reasons why.
Oh, because it's a CG character.
It's totally CG. Like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And
like,
if he could just use his natural
regular voice?
His natural voice as Kilowog.
Oh, my God.
British accent.
I want to hear him say Poozer so bad now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. How many episodes is this season supposed to be?
I want to say 8.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. And then the next thing that we get will be Lanterns,
right?
Which is not till next year, though.
But they still haven't said anything as far as when that's being released. Just next year.
Gotcha.
I think they're hopeful. People are hopeful that it's in January, but I think that
might be a little too hopeful.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 8. It looks like it's 8 episodes.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we'll get like a trailer for Lanterns at the end of this.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
If anything, coming next year.
Right. Because I think they got to build that up. But do you feel like this at all muddies the waters? I mean, again, kind of in a way that you've talked about with Disney Plus, where you're doing a movie and then you're doing a show that you have to have a streaming service to actually watch.
Well, I think that with the characters they're using
Yeah.
and the way they're using it, I don't think it works that way.
Okay.
Once again, it's not the Marvels.
Which it required for you to have watched two different Disney Plus shows.
I
to
think
see it.
even if they use John Stewart in the movies, you just need to know that John Stewart's Green Lantern.
That's
I don't
it.
think they're going to go and reference
anything that's happened.
Yeah,
before.
because first of all, you have to think that Lanterns is going to be R-rated or
Right.
a hard PG-13, and I can't imagine that they're going to make any movie with a group of heroes
with that level of rating.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Does this mean though that like a character like Peacemaker is only relegated to at best a cameo in any future movie?
unless they do a Suicide Squad.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I can see that. Or no, I don't even want to put that out there into the universe. Suicide Squad. I agree. Okay. Do you have anyone else that you would love to see make a cameo in this season besides Amanda Waller?
Not really.
Okay. I have one, and it's Blue Beetle. I feel like the Charlton Comics connection between Peacemaker and Blue Beetle is an interesting place to kind of build something. And as we have kind of already established a sort of multiversal take here, I feel like this might be a good space that you can bring Blue Beetle into what this new DCU is without it being a lot of fuss and muss.
I would only agree with that if it was Ted Kord.
Oh.
Because otherwise, you're taking a character
Right.
that I think they're trying to establish as kid-friendly.
Right.
And putting him in
Into
an un-kid-friendly environment.
Okay. I mean, even though there was a lot of make-out stuff in Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah, so what? They're doing an animated show, right?
Oh, is it?
I believe it's animated.
Okay.
With
All right.
with I can't remember.
Jola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his voice.
Got you. Okay.
I feel like that the Blue Beetle was very, very kid friendly.
In comparison to Peacemaker, absolutely.
No, I
without
think
question.
in general, I think it was
similar. Okay.
Yeah.
I do like your idea of it being Ted Kord. I think that would be interesting. We saw Ted Kord in that movie, I believe. And I'm trying to remember who played him.
Yeah,
I thought we
that's
saw
a
him in video.
That's
or
a
something like
recast.
that. Okay. All right.
That's what I would do. I would recast.
No, I kind of like that though. Like, I think that would be a fun sort of thing, especially if I remember right, in Blue Beetle, he's missing, right? Like Ted Kord is missing. If this is where he ended up, I think that would be very interesting. So, okay. All right. Overall, I definitely enjoyed this first episode. Take it you did the same.
I liked it.
Okay. We will be back for episode 2. And we want to hear your thoughts on Peacemaker Season 2 thus far. If there are any cameos that you guys would like to see, definitely drop them down below. If you think, under any circumstances, that David Cornsweat is going to show up, let us know. I kind of want to hear that one. I think it's far-fetched, but who knows? Like, random things could happen, and that could be kind of fun. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning into the Chatterverse. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Bill, and I'm now taking suggestions on other shows so I can avoid watching Alien Earth.